Hey, well, welcome back to the channel. What we're going to do is I'm going to start taking off these clamps so that we can take a look at the results. And I think today, although there's not a ton that we're going to do, one of the things we'll do is we'll take a look at this. I want to put the deck hatch in as well, bottom part of that. And if we can get to the coaming on the second one, we'll certainly do that. We need a lot of clamps, as you can kind of tell. There's a ton of them here, and we can't over clamp all of our stuff because we won't have enough clamps to do the other part. So let me get these off and we'll take a look at the results. So this doesn't look half bad. If we came in here and cleaned this out. I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it because we'll end up really spending all the time, because I've got to cut, as you can kind of see, I got to cut this back. And I can do a lot of that if I picked up my random orbital sander. Or even the belt sander. I don't know if I'll get to the belt, but the belt may take it down really quick. And then this in here looks pretty good. We'll end up, I'll build something so that we can just come in here and sand this down so we can get up inside there. But I think we can really cut this down pretty fast. Now, the one thing we'll end up doing is putting a 1/4 inch bevel on this. Keep that smooth. Same with under here. And then we'll paint that all the way around with epoxy. So let's do this. We'll kind of leave that and we'll come over to this area. I do want to sand just a few more areas in here. So that that's not as rough as what it feels. So let's take and dry fit this piece. And then we can go ahead and do the same process that we did yesterday. That'll be interesting because first we need to put the stuff on here, adhere this down so that it's going to be spot on. Then we can put it in, because it's right now it's kind of being a little shifty. So I'm going to mix up some epoxy and we'll come in here and slather this up. I do think that I'm going to take this plastic and I'll lay it on top of here so that we don't get anything on the deck.
What's gonna give you more time for When I'm sleeping with someone new, I just close my eyes and think of you. When I'm sleeping with someone new, I can't help myself, I wonder if you still feel the way I feel when somebody calls you mine. Are you sleeping with someone new, someone new, someone? When I'm sleeping with someone new, I just close my eyes and think of you. When I'm sleeping with someone new.
So that didn't take very long. The one thing that I did notice is we come out here. Now I know that we've got clamps on there, and those are pretty heavy, but this is starting to weigh. It's starting to have a little weight to it. It's not bad, but it's starting to get heavy. So we've got to figure that out. Okay, so let's go ahead and start working on the coaming on this one. Okay, now that we've got those all taken apart, I'm going to go ahead and mix up. I think we did about 10 pumps, maybe 15 pumps. And what we're going to do is we're going to coat this, apply this, we're going to coat the other one, apply that, and then we'll coat one more time all the way around so that we can set it on this area here. So I'm going to go ahead and mix it up, and we'll be right back. So we had one of those really quick rainstorms. Of course, it's still raining. I had to pull the boat in, so I got it in here. I probably need to dry it off. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to dry that off real quick, so I have something to dry it off with. Well, I think that's saved. We're just going to go ahead and get this taken care of. Keep going. So it has continued to rain, and we just have continued to come in here and kind of work on this. Is interesting, it's still seeping out, which that's okay, because I can take that. I have a grinding or a rasp that will work really well on this. But and you can see how this is going to work out, which is going to be okay. And that's where I ended up putting that bulkhead. Actually, I aligned this right here. Maybe it was too far back, I don't know, one of those two. So we've kind of shortened that up a little bit. Just means that this area right here is not going to be as open. But everything seems to be going well. We're just going to let this dry. I do have a mower that's getting wet, but let's just say that it's getting washed. So we've got this one inside. I've got the air blowing on it. We're just going to call it quits for at least the early part of the day. We may come back out here later and put in the hatch in this one here. And if that's the case, extremely productive weekend. I do have to go over to the condo and do a little painting where we put the railing up, so we'll get that. But that's it for now. We'll be back at you. Catch you maybe later on this afternoon. Thanks a lot. So I'm going to just take and do a little sanding here, not much, but just kind of see if I can get some of this down a little bit. So that's cut that down quite a bit. So I think we're going to be good doing that. It's always good to kind of test this. Now, one of the things that I do want to do is, of course, that's not in alignment there. And that's what we're going to end up doing, is sanding this all down so that it aligns there. So what I'm going to end up doing is probably just taking a rasp, like this one here. And that'll cut that down. Got to take and make some of these a little nicer. This may be a whole lot easier once it gets back up onto here, but I'm just going to take some rasping and just kind of do a little work here. Not much. I think we'll go up and do a little editing. So this rasp actually made really good work of that. I mean, it was really quick. I mean, you had to put some elbow grease into it. But other than that, it got that down pretty good. We do need to come along here and really kind of smooth these out and make these look round instead of jagged. I'm just going to take the little hand orbital and see what I can do from that standpoint. This rasp really works well. Take it in the bulk. So this is coming out nice, really coming down good. Got a lot of just junk in here that needs to be sanded down, but we can get this nice and smooth. It'll be a nice, once that is polyurethane or epoxy, that'll be really nice. So we'll kind of keep working on through this, on all of this here, to get it down as spot on as we can. It's not going to be perfect, but we'll do our best. That rasp and those sanders all work well. So we have made it back. It is hot and steamy out here, so checking to see. I believe that we are good from this standpoint to go ahead and take the clamps off, and that way I can actually start putting the clamps on the other one. So that'll be good. So there's actually a few things that I want to accomplish. One, so we can come over here and put this one, these rings here in, up here. But the second part is I can actually put this inner ring, and I can put that in right there, although I need clamps from that. I think that's probably dry, so I can do some clamping with that. So I think that's what I'll do, is I'll just kind of prepare a few things and get that taken care of. I do think I may vacuum out this, so that's going to be one less thing to worry about. I'll put these tools up for now, but that coaming is really looking good. But I think I'd rather do it when it's up here. Then I can tilt it and really work on it and make sure that it's right. So let's get this taken care of. Well, that does it for this one here on K2. We've got that little lip in there. On K1, we've got this very first piece in here. I guess my epoxy's down in there, which is okay. I'm going to put this up. Let's remember where this is at. And I think we're going to be okay. I think we just need to close up. Looks like it may get ready to rain again. But I think we can close things up and call it a day. Both are looking great. So that's it. Maybe we'll get out here during the week and put that other little piece on. But other than that, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that thumbs up if you like the content. And make sure you turn on your post notifications to get all the episodes of the bucket list, whether it's the condo, whether it's anything. Thanks for watching.